Hi, I'm John Harrison, licensed professional counselor here in Cincinnati, Ohio with Life Made Conscious. Today's video is about narcissism. Am I a narcissist? So many people and so many platforms are talking about narcissism and what that is and how it's just totally a detractor from relationships, needless to say. But let's answer some questions about what narcissism is and mostly what it is not. Chances are you are not a narcissist. There's a very small percentage of the population that falls into this category of narcissism. But the buzzword is very much alive and strong right now because of many things going along around politically and socially. But let's cut to the chase of what people are really talking about when they're saying narcissism. So they're talking about grandiose behavior. So grandiose behavior is not uncommon. Most of us display at some point in our lives or in some occasions, grandiose behavior. And more than likely what it comes up and when it comes up is during conflict in relationships. Or just in general kind of encounters you have with other people, whether it's at work or at home or your marriage, your partnership, or whatever the case might be. So most of us have tendencies to be grandiose. Now, that is towards the narcissistic scale, but it is not full-blown narcissism, okay? So again, if you're watching this video, chances are you're not a narcissist, and there's a very, very slim chance that you are. So let's just assume that you're not. Now, where does narcissistic, I'll say this again, where does grandiose behavior kind of become a problem? It's very simple. You've probably either done this or you know people that do a lot of this, and it takes in the form of either passive-aggressive behavior, or it takes the place of like controlling or angry or just demonstrative behavior. So, as human beings, we have the right to have feelings. We have the right to own those things, those emotions that we experience. What we don't have a right is to express them any way that we want. So where the grandiose behavior comes in is where we feel like we are entitled to express that behavior any way that we want just because we are feeling it. So it might come out like, well, the reason I was upset was because you made me upset. Or the reason that I talked to you that way was that you pissed me off. Or, I was being a condescending, sarcastic person because you made me mad, or like you're maybe you're even thinking in your mind like you're too stupid to get it. So anytime that we're displaying grandiose behavior is when we think that we are entitled or that we are allowed to or that we are better than the person that we're talking or dealing with, and we're not. We are not any better than anyone else at all. And just because we have a feeling does not mean that we are given the right to do so. So, a lot of people can get away with this in their business relationships or, in the day-to-day. But where it really bites them and catches up with them is in their personal relationships and their marriages or, with their boyfriends or girlfriends. So what we want to do is be able to catch ourselves kind of acting in that spot where we're either angry or controlling, and we're behaving that way. That's in a better than or entitled way. I can do what I want because I'm mad, or if I'm going in the other direction where I'm walled off and I'm not necessarily acting like physically inappropriate or behavioral inappropriate, I'm withdrawing and I use it in sarcasm or pulling away or silent treatment and things like that. Either of those kind of methods of behavior, those are grandiose, and they can feel like narcissism, they can feel like full-blown narcissism, but they are not. So let's just differentiate and use this time to differentiate what narcissism is and isn't, but also where are some of these traits that are triggering you, found in yourself or in your partner, and try to mitigate them. Because at the end of the day, when we're acting either passive-aggressive or we're acting angry, controlling, we kind of feel bad about it, and we would rather not. And it's better to be able to express ourselves in better ways than to do so in grandiose fashion. So, any questions or comments about narcissism or grandiose behavior as it applies to what I talked about today, go ahead and drop a comment in the comments section. You can find me at lifemadeconscious.com, and you can also find me on Facebook at Life Made Conscious, and I will see you for the next video. Take care.